Hey, welcome back guys to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos and learning something new from my channel. So the goal in this video, I want to kind of show you how to replace the battery, which is kind of more straightforward, but I know, sometimes instructions do help when you want to change the battery or upgrade the battery. I think is my next biggest point, because in this tractor, not I will be replacing the battery to the same OEM specs, but my plan is to upgrade the battery to a lithium based battery, not just the old fashioned lead acid battery. Now I want to kind of give you a quick background here. The reason I would like to upgrade my battery to a lithium battery, because my lawn is small, my property is small. I don't have acres and acres worth of big land. Now when I cut my lawn, it does not take me more than like 15 minutes. I mean, you guys can call me lazy or smart, I don't know, but I like to do with the tractor. I hate to mow my lawn or make my back hurts. That's what pisses me off the most. To be honest, I would rather spend 2-3 grand and buy the tractor once and not have to kill my back again. That's how I see things. So that's me, by the way. But yeah, so the long story short, my lawn is small, right? So this battery never stay fully charged, or that was my hunch, because after a few months I always noticed the battery is like having struggle starting my tractor. And first I was like, you know what, it's a bad battery. Then I ended up putting a brand new AGM battery, which I'm going to show you next. Then the AGM battery is also having the same trouble, and I'm like, I don't know what the heck is happening. I thought maybe it's a bad alternator. I checked the alternator in this tractor, and I check with the multimeter, and the voltage does rise as soon as you start the tractor. So I did kind of check all those things, so everything is good in the tractor. Now the problem is not even the battery. In my case, again, that's I guess the second tip. If you have a trouble with your battery and the battery does not stay fully charged, and you think something is wrong with the tractor, maybe it's a bad battery, hey, you know what, maybe it's your bad lawn, or I should say it's your smaller property. Because I don't know how, maybe I'll do a quick research and I'll put it on the page. Maybe this tractor has to run certain amount of time once a week or stuff like that for your battery to stay fully charged. In my case, I'm done in 15 minutes, and I'm not mowing my lawn for like next 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks sometimes if I'm busy. So maybe that's what causing the problem. So anyway, let's start this puppy before wasting too much time. So here you can see my beautiful looking Cub Cadet LT46 is my model. XT1 LT46. So the battery is located, guys, right below this seat. Beautiful seat. I already removed the cables, but I can also show you the exact model as well. I mean, look at the model. So my tractor was manufactured in 2021. So you can imagine my batteries are not even that old, and I'm having this type of charging issue for the last 3-4 years. So this has always been there. Now this is the newer battery, AGM battery I should say. So I'm going to show you first how to replace the battery. Then I'm going to show you how to upgrade the battery to a lithium, and that's where you need a bigger tray. This tray, you see this black looking thing, it's not big enough to hold the bigger battery. Now that is where I came to a conclusion. So anyway, the very first thing is I remove the wire. You guys can do that, I already did it, but basically these are the screws. You put it here. The biggest thing you have to be careful here is black one go to negative, red go to positive. You plug this wire straight up, this goes like sideways like this. So side screws, you put it in, and then you remove this whole puppy. And now this is like little spring looking mechanism. This basically hold the whole battery in place. So when you're mowing your lawn, you're not having your battery to dance around. Now I don't have 2 hands available, but you basically push this pin from this side. It's kind of challenging, but it is what it is. I did not make this tractor, guys, so let's see if I can do it with one hand. Oh, look at that. I was able to do it pretty easy. Okay, so this is how the spring comes out. There you go. This little puppy comes out. Now this is my second battery I had. Now let me show you the original battery with this tractor. Let's see. I'm sure people that own this tractor will recognize this battery. Now this was my original battery, guys. So this is my original battery, which of course came with the tractor. So this was built in 2021, and I was having this issue since I got this tractor. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's a bad battery, because you're not supposed to leave your battery in the winter. when it's freezing outside, so I might have, you know, left it there. It might have caused this battery to go bad. I ended up buying this battery from Amazon. I think I paid like $30 or $40, which is a very good price. It's a AGM gel based. That's what they call gel. It's a very nice battery. I even put the date right here, December 2024. That's where I got this battery. But this is having trouble as well, and that's where I'm gonna go to a point. But yeah, if you wanna, you know, again, install the battery, easy peasy. Make sure the battery goes inside in a same side where the quartz is. You can clearly see red is further away, black is this side, so red goes this side. You put the battery like this, like this. You can put the spring first. Spring is simple. This little thing goes in here like this, and then you push down the spring as tight, and then you're going to latch in there. Now this is happy, and you put the wires, and you are voila, ready to go, right? Now that's an easy peasy step, guys. Now the trouble is, the biggest reason I wanted to make this video was, now here is my next battery. This, I don't know if you saw my last video where I'm fixing this battery. I got this battery from a garage sale for 10 bucks. It's a lithium battery. This spits out like 600 amps. This battery, the one that goes in the tractor by OEM specs, this I believe is 230 cca, or actually I should say 210 cca. So look at that. This is the original battery. So company says, hey, put 210 cca battery. I ended up putting 230 cca, and I'm still having the problem with, you know, battery being low. And it has nothing to do, you know, honestly, with the Cub Cadet. It has to do with my smaller lawn and the amount of time I run my tractor when I do my lawn. So that's on me. Now this battery is what I wanted to put it, right? It's a lighter battery. You can see how I'm shaking. You can see, you know, it's so lightweight. Now, I don't know if it says here. There you go. It does say here. This is 600 amps, which is amazing. Now, imagine I'm going from 230 to 600 amps. This battery is not designed for, you know, car, but I'm pretty sure you can even start a car with it. I'm not going to risk it. I'm sure it'll do it, but this is not designed for it. Now, here is the concern, guys. Now, when I wanted to put this battery in here, look at that. It does not fit in here. Why? Because this tray is smaller. Yeah, see, look at that. It won't go in there. How would you do it? It can go like this, but it's too high, and now your seat won't go back in. Look at that. Seat is not even touching to the spring. Now, that's where I ended up designing my tray myself in home, which is this. And that's what I wanted to also show you. I have a 3D printer that I've been, you know, learning some 3D modeling skills. And I'm also designing some stuff, and I'm also selling on my eBay store online, different sort of mounts and a lot of things. So I did all the specs of this exact thing. I did the specs of the battery and everything. So I ended up designing this little tray, which is very solid, by the way. This is 4 mm. The company tray is like 2.5 mm. This is 4 mm thick, so it's very solid. I mean, it's very solid. Trust me, I'm putting a lot of weight because that was my biggest concern. If I'm making a tray, it has to be solid. Battery is lightweight, I know, but you still want things to be solid because this is the outdoor equipment, right? So let me show you now. So you remove this tray. This is your original OEM, and look at the size. I hope you can kind of see the size difference. So I'm gonna put this tray aside. Now look at that. I mean, here is how it looks like, by the way. I already did all the measurement, and you can also see the measurement on my listing. If you're interested buying this tray from my store, I will put the little link in the description. You can buy it directly from me, and I'll be happy to ship you. Again, this is literally 3D printed, and I did it myself. It's amazing. But yeah, check this out. This tray goes straight in here. Look at that. Perfect. Now, of course, red goes this way, which is this. I'm gonna flip the battery like this. Look at that. Check this out. How beautiful this battery is fitting. And now you can put the cord, which of course you can clearly see here. Black goes here and red goes there. You may want to make the cord a little longer, but it works. It's up to you. It's your preference. If you, because it's kind of, you know, pulling the cord a little tight, but I don't think it's a problem. But it's up to you. Also keep in mind guys, so a lot of people might think if you're putting the higher amps, it's gonna kill your starter or kill something else. Not really. The thing is, your starter will only take what it needs. It's like a motor. Starter is just a motor. It'll only take the amps it need. Problem with these batteries are it's not spitting out enough amps and your starter is having trouble starting your tractor. In my case, I'm putting a lot more than 230 amps. The voltage is same. Keep in mind, they're two different things. So voltage and amps. If you're giving higher voltage, then you are making your starter to fail because you're giving way more voltage, but you're still giving a same to 12.8 or 13 volt to your starter to crank the engine, but you're just giving a higher amperage. And amperage, you know, your tractor won't have to take it. It only take what it needs. So I'm gonna connect this puppy. Let me put the phone down. Okay, there you go guys. It was hard for me to do with one hand while holding my phone, but you can clearly see it's kind of course a little tight because this battery is long. So you, again, like I said, you can make this wire longer, but it fits. You don't have to, but it's actually, it works. So now you can put the spring on the top, like I always said. Let's see, does it touch the cord? No, it does not really touch it. It doesn't put the tension, so it should be fine. Let's see. There you go. Yep, see that it's not putting the tension on the cord, so that's perfect. Now I'm gonna close the seat. Now look at that. That's the goal. You wanna make sure it's not touching to the seat even when you're sitting. There's a lot of clearance down there. But yeah guys, that's all I wanted to show you. I hope this video was kind of helpful and maybe help you guys in some ways. And if you think you learned something new, I would appreciate if you can subscribe my channel to help support and help motivate so I can come up with like newer ideas to help you guys with your daily needs. So anyway guys, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching my video. As always, peace out. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.